PSG received a green light from Victor Osimhen to join their ranks. Osimhen is keen on moving to PSG and is open to the transfer. Discussions between Napoli and PSG have begun to negotiate the deal. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm here to keep you updated on the transfer market. Today, we've got some exciting news covering players like Desire Doué, Zavi Simons, Jadon Sancho, Matthijs de Ligt, Manuel Ugarte, and of course, Victor Osimhen. Let's dive right in. One of today's hot topics is the intense battle between PSG and Bayern Munich for Desire Doué, one of the brightest French talents currently shining at Rennes. Born in 2005, Doué is valued at around €60 million. Bayern recently submitted a new bid for him, offering a package worth almost €55 million. Bayern's manager, Vincent Kompany, has been actively presenting their project to Doué, but PSG remains a strong contender in this race. Doué hasn't yet made his decision between Bayern and PSG, taking his time to consider his options. Paris has been working diligently since Friday, with Nasser Al-Khelaifi personally involved in the negotiations. According to sources, PSG is confident they can secure an agreement with Doué. While Bayern is pushing hard from both the club and player sides, PSG is preparing a new offer and aims to finalize the deal quickly. This is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing battles of the July transfer window. Regarding the transfer battles in Germany, Zavi Simons was never a serious possibility for Manchester United or other English clubs, despite the reports. I've consistently told you here on my channel, it's either Leipzig or Bayern. And remember, Leipzig is very much in the race. Today, I can provide more details. Red Bull Leipzig is growing increasingly confident and nearly convinced that Zavi Simons will join them next season. The recent communications between Oliver Mintzlaff, the CEO of Red Bull Group, Zavi Simons' agents, and PSG have been very positive. PSG is aware of the player's preference, with Leipzig emerging as the favorites. Although it's not finalized yet, Bayern will continue to fight until the end to alter the situation. However, as of tonight, Red Bull Leipzig is the clear favorite to retain the player for another season on loan. PSG only wants a loan. I've emphasized this in April, May, June, and July. There's no permanent transfer this summer, but a permanent move is expected next summer in 2025. For this summer, it's going to be a loan. Leipzig is working confidently on this deal, which would be a fantastic addition after extending the contracts of Benjamin Sesko and manager Marco Rose, and now progressing to keep Zavi Simons on loan. I keep receiving numerous questions about Victor Osimhen's future with PSG. Let me explain the situation and then address some questions regarding Chelsea. Chelsea fans are asking about Osimhen, but the crucial point to note is that last week, PSG received a green light from Victor Osimhen to join them. Osimhen wants to move to PSG and is open to the transfer. Napoli and PSG have had some discussions to negotiate, but PSG has refused to include Gianluigi Donnarumma in the deal and declined to pay the release clause. Under these terms, they are not proceeding with the deal. PSG would consider the deal for a reduced price, so we'll have to see what PSG decides in the next 24 to 48 hours. PSG director Luis Campos has informed Goncalo Ramos that he will be one of the strikers for PSG next season. However, the transfer market is still open and we need to see what happens with Osimhen. For now, the deal is on standby, not advancing, but not off the table either. Victor Osimhen still wants to leave Napoli and Napoli still wants to sign Lukaku. Napoli is willing to sell Osimhen under their conditions, and Osimhen wants to depart. Napoli plans to sign Romelu Lukaku as the new striker. Napoli has an agreement with Lukaku, so they need to find a solution for Victor Osimhen. We'll see if PSG returns to the table. At the moment, they are clear about not proceeding under the current conditions. For Chelsea, The deal is complicated because they have never wanted to pay the release clause or Victor Osimhen's salary, which is around 11 to 12 million euros net per season. This is why the deal has always been challenging for Chelsea. For PSG, the situation hinges on the terms of the deal, and currently, it's on standby. Another important point about PSG: Bruno Fernandes is not on their radar. Regarding Bruno, a new contact with Manchester United is something to keep an eye on. If he stays at the club this summer, there could be discussions about a contract extension. Jadon Sancho remains a potential target for PSG. While there has been no direct contact with Manchester United yet, Sancho is on PSG's shortlist for the left-winger position. PSG's dream target this summer was Kvaratskhelia, but Napoli has firmly refused to sell him. As a result, PSG is exploring other options, with Jadon Sancho being one of them. However, it's important to note that there has been no formal bid, just interest. PSG has confirmed to Sancho's agents that they are considering him, but so far, it hasn't progressed beyond preliminary conversations. We'll have to wait and see if this interest turns into a negotiation, depending on Manchester United's stance. Now, let me update you on Manchester United. Many questions have been coming in about Youssouf Fofana from Monaco. Manchester United has made contact with Monaco to understand the situation of some of their players, including Van der Sar. At the moment, it seems that Manchester United is internally discussing midfielders like Manuel Ugarte and Sofiane Amrabat. For Amrabat, they didn't trigger the buy option but might negotiate different terms with Fiorentina. As for Ugarte, Manchester United remains in conversation with PSG and has an agreement with the player. We'll see if they decide to proceed with this deal. Both Ugarte and Amrabat are still on Manchester United's list this summer. Regarding Matthijs de Ligt, Bayern Munich is firm on a €50 million guaranteed fee. Manchester United, on the other hand, prefers to include add-ons as part of the deal and is not willing to pay the €50 million guaranteed upfront. De Ligt is currently waiting on Manchester United and is hopeful for a move. For Manchester United, outgoing transfers are crucial, and they have no plans to commit to the €50 million guaranteed fee immediately. This negotiation might take some time, and the final outcome will depend on the discussions between the two clubs. It's also important to note that for De Ligt, Manchester United's plans are influenced by the situation with Jonathan Tah. Tah has an agreement to join Bayern, but for Bayern to finalize the deal with Bayer Leverkusen, a defender must leave. This could be either De Ligt or Upamecano. We'll have to see how this unfolds. Share your thoughts on all these transfer stories: Desire Dewey, Zavi Simons, Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, Victor Osimhen, Manuel Ugarte, and Matthijs de Ligt. Let me know your opinions in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more updates.